Alright, so we're going to finish up a little project we started yesterday. With this fence here, this privacy fence is roughly 275 feet long, something to that, give or take a few. And when we had the guy that did our fencing come in, there was like 3 fences. If you remember the last video that we did about this, then you'll remember that. Now there's just this one wooden fence here and then one fence on the other side. And it's about 10 foot wide, but it's not big enough to get much equipment down there. And of course there's no electricity, so where we need to be is on this far end here to enclose it, because right now it's just wide open, and this will be the future chicken run. So we've already put up the all the boards except for 2. We're going to put the last 2 up, and we're going to bring you along for the journey. We will also on this end over here be putting a gate so we can get in and out with a real lawnmower instead of the little push mower, but hopefully the chickens by that time will be mowing it for us. So got my 2 boards here in my little go-kart ready to go. Got my ear protection because it's loud as all get out, a level and a square, and we will go and mark these boards and then bring them back to cut. So we'll catch you on the back side of this first little portion here. Alright, this is what we've done so far. If you can see, this is a little section here that is 3 foot approximately, and then this section here is about 8 foot and some odd inches. So what we did was we took and we put in the runners first, these 3 runners here, and then make sure they're level, all that. And then what you do is you'll just start with this first board here at whatever height that you want it at. Make sure it's not on the ground because it will rot, but you'll mark it such that this is level, this direction and this direction here. And then from that, once you get this one in, then what you do is you'll place the next one. You'll have to nail one nail here and then get it as tight up this way and as tight at the bottom, because these all want to be bowed and twisted and not exactly perfect, because these will as time goes on, whatever gap you don't have, you will have, so they will just get smaller. So if you've got any gaps right now, they only get bigger with time. And so what you do is you'll just, every 3 or 4 boards, you'll throw your level on top, make sure that they're running, and you can keep it pretty straight. If you see the dog ears on these fence posts, if you line them up within reason, you can run 3 or 4 before you get off, and it'll still be level. And that's what we do, is we just run 3 or 4 boards, make sure your first one's square as possible, and then after you run 3 or 4, check it. And if you need to make an adjustment of a 64th or what have you, that's what you do with your next one. And then you run 3 or 4, checking this side as well, this level, and then run 3 or 4, check it, what have you. The way you do these boards though is, what you'll want to do is you'll want to turn them upside down and then get you some kind of straight edge. Use that and then mark you a line, and then come off of that about a ½ inch when you go to cut it. So what I do is I just make me a straight line, mark the board so that they go, we know which one's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, etc., etc. And then when we take them back, I use a scrap, because this is 5/8 inch just for convenience, and mark a line closer up to make it shorter, so that way you can never be on the ground. And that also makes it real consistent looking on the bottom as well. So this fence, we made it purposely shorter. This is a 6 foot privacy fence, but on the back side here we just made it 48 inches because the fence line that he had made for himself on this side is going to be cut off. So these posts you see are all staggered different lengths, but when the guy finishes his job, he'll come back and he'll cut these off to all be right at 4 foot tall. So what you'll see is this in here that we left is going to end up being cut right above here, and that's where our fence is going to line up with. That way he can cut the top of that post off without destroying our fence top. And that's what we're doing. So we're going to put these last 2 up, mark them up, and then make the drive back to our place, cut them, and then make the drive back and put them all up and all that business. So thought we'd show you how we've been doing it. Alright, well, we got our boards marked, and now it's just to drive through his yard, onto the street, down the street, in through our gate, up to the shop, cut the wood, repeat. And then we'll come back and we will nail them in place and they'll be done. All right, so we got our 2 boards cut here. We got the go-kart loaded up, air compressor, nailer, whole bunch of airline and level and nails. So we should be good to go. Now just to drive and finish up with this little bitty project here. Alright, I upgraded my go-kart here. I'm going to show you the final results of what the fence ended up looking like. Take you along. See if I can do this and drive. Maybe. For one, this new go-kart here is much quieter and it's a whole lot faster. Alright, I don't see any traffic. So you can see, other than this basket, which I'm sure you've been thoroughly enjoying here, that basket, it's not the manliest thing, it's not the coolest thing, but it's very functional, and I'm comfortable enough in my manhood I can carry a basket on my go-kart here. There's the shop over there. Here's the fence. That's the finished product right there. It's perfectly straight, perfectly even. It looks great. Wish it were a little higher than 4 foot, but like I said, that's what he's going to cut those posts off to, and so it'll look nice with his fence, and he's the one that's going to be seeing it, so I wanted to make it look good for him. But that's how we did it. 24 fence posts and all, just a little 12-foot section or so, and then like I said, I'll be building the gate on the other end over there. But that's pretty much it. I'll take you back on a ride back to the homestead there. No traffic. Now it's time to water the orchard. But that'll be another adventure for another day, as it is right now. Hope you enjoyed the video. Got the Corona cut, as you can see. It's been a little while since I've shaved my head. Feels good. Hope you're enjoying this, and click the like and subscribe. See more videos coming up. But right now we gotta get to the orchard, water those plants, and make sure that the trees live. All right, thanks for watching. Bye-bye. Oh, Badger, say bye.